Welcome to the Wakefield Doctrine, the theory of clocks, Scots, and Rogers. This is the video part 3 in today's special Thursday. I love the blogosphere. Thursday, we have a 3-part video series. And the third part, we'll talk about a friend of the doctrine, Christine. That's a fly on the chicken coop wall. She is a self-identified Scot. A lot of fun. We've got a couple of stories which we will not be telling, time and taste prohibiting that. In any event, she made a comment earlier in the week about how she really enjoys the doctrine and gets it, and the first read of the comment was, but I'm still not seeing the Rogers. And so my reply on the first reading of that was, well, you know what a Scot is. They're the ones that you fight off or submit to. And you know what the clocks are. Those are the ones that brighten up your day. If it's not a Clark or a Scot, it's a Roger, which is everybody else. So that was the first reading. Then I went back and reread that, and she said something to the effect of words were stuck in there that said, I'm not really trying to understand the Rogers. Common enough response. We hear that from Scots. Scots are great for fun, action, dynamics, great leaders. Not so much on the detail, not so much on the abstract, subjective. In a sense, you might even, they're close to being an opposite of Clark's. We say about the 3 worldviews, we say that Clarks think, Scots act, and Rogers feel. Well, you guys can figure that one out. So Scots tend to be that action-orientated kind of personality type, and much in contrast, and the old opposites attract. Clarks and Scots get along. However, the long-term, more interesting relationship is between Scots and Rogers. Space does not permit going into that today. But quick note, a couple of things with the doctrine. We talk a lot about people's personality types. Predominant worldview has got to start there. And here's the basics. You look at the person, you observe their behavior, you throw out the totally unlikely one. You saw Christine, in all modesty, of course, I knew right away. But if you see a Scot, you're gonna say, oh, okay, that's not a Clark. So you throw out the unlikely one, then you got 2 left, and usually it's, frankly, with the numbers being what they are, it's between a Roger and a Scot. Somebody asked that question, might have been Lizzie or Cindy, about the difficulty in distinguishing between a strong Roger and a Scot. And it has to do with how they relate themselves to the world. We have the saying around the doctrine, which is, with the Wakefield Doctrine, you will be able to infer how a person relates themselves to the world around them. And the key to that is not how they interact, but how they relate themselves to it. And a Scot relates to the world as a predator would, which is respond to threats, take advantage of advantages, act, sleep, and do the other functions. A Roger relates to the world on a personal level. So pick whatever aspect you are comfortable with in terms of evidences of a relationship. Language is one. We use that a lot. You listen to a Roger talk, you close your eyes, you can, and you hear a Roger and a Scot in a conversation, I will bet you $1 trillion, not to exaggerate, maybe a t-shirt, that you can tell on the basis of hearing what they're saying, the choice of words. Rogers are heavy into personal pronouns, the I, me kind of thing. Scots, not so much. It's more hey or you. They might do that one. Clocks, by the way, are into that third person thing. We have been known to use the editorial we to an excess. Well, it looks like I'm coming up to the place that I spend a lot of my time, so I will hang up this here camera, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.